Hello, welcome to 6.7 in our math lesson today. So we are adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. So today our problem is Denise mixed 1 4/5 ounces of blue paint with 2 1/10 ounces of yellow paint. How many ounces of paint did Denise mix? So I'm going to use my little pen here, and I have 1 4/5 ounces, 2 1/10 ounces. Okay, so those are the same. So I know I'm talking about the same types of measurement, the same type of weight, but my fractions are different. So I need to figure out how to combine these and find the same common denominator between these two fractions. Yesterday's lesson, we found two different ways to find a common denominator. One, we can multiply one denominator times the other denominator, and then we'd have to simplify a little bit more. Or we can see if there's a similarity amongst the first denominator and the second denominator. I look at here, I have fifths and I have tenths. Well, I know that 5 can go into 10 and 10 can go into itself. It's divisible by itself. So 5 is a factor of 10, and so the other way around. 10 is a multiple of 10 and 10 is a multiple of 5. So I'm going to go ahead and use that as my common denominator, and I'm going to change the top fraction, 1 4/5 ounces, into tenths. So I have 1, and then I have something over 10 ounces. Well, 5 times 2 is 10. So 4 times 2 is 8. All right. Then I'm going to rewrite this over here, 2 1/10 ounces. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my fractions first, just like we do in math we've been doing since we were very young. We start on the smallest value and we work our way to the left. 8 tenths plus 1/10. 8 plus 1 is 9 tenths. Okay. All right. I didn't have to regroup because I didn't have to make another whole. If this had said 11 tenths, I would have had to regroup. 1 plus 2 is 3. And then ounces. Okay. I'm going to check to make sure my answer is reasonable. I think that Denise made 3 9/10 ounces of paint. Rounded, that's almost 4 ounces. So I'm going to make sure over here that when I was looking at my numbers, was my answer reasonable? So I'm going to round 1 4/5 to its nearest benchmark. 4/5 is close to a whole. 4 is really close to 5. So I'm going to round that to 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So this one over here is almost 2 wholes. 1 out of 10, that's not a lot. So I'm going to round that down to 0. So 2 plus 0 is just 2. And 2 plus 2 is 4. So our estimate, when we look back at our problem, it's going to be close to 4. Was our sum about 4? Yes. All right. So make sure that you're regrouping today if you need to, that you borrow from your whole if you need to. Have a good time.